And we are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. And good evening, people. Good evening, people in Jamaica. Good people out there. Boy, may I tell you, people, a lot of people is upset over this Vybz Kartel situation that happened today. That guys, hmm, I keep telling people, you have to look at this from a legal point of view, from a lawyer point of view, not just looking at it because you get overwhelmed or you get your feelings caught up. It's not about your feelings, not about how you feel about this particular artist, preferences, music, and this and that. People, all I know is this Justice, Supreme Justice Judge Audrey Thomas. She's not a joke. She don't joke. This lady is taking care of business. She's not joking. She's not joking. She's not joking, guys. And a lot of people, what I mean, I want you guys to leave your comment. Leave your comment, guys. Leave your comment on this one because a lot of people in Jamaica is upset. A lot of people are upset. I don't know why. What I mean, they're saying let the court system do its work. And a lot of people is caught up in their own personal feelings on this one because they wanted to go A, but it didn't go A, it went to B. And we looking at this, people looking at and people not looking at it from a legal point of view and look at it how things are playing out. People, I need to remind people, of certain things that happened in this case. And from day one, people, this case was very suspicious from day one. And there's a lot of unanswered questions that not being answered today. A lot of who was the person behind the bribery? Who was trying to bribe the jury? Who set the house on fire? Who burned down Cartel House a couple years ago? Who burned down the law office couple weeks ago? Then they put in this Harvest Corpus. I don't know if I'm saying it right. And they put it in, and meanwhile, in the space of the fire burned down, they're putting all the people. And it's very suspicious, and it's not a coincidence. It's very suspicious. Overall, people, overall, there's something in this case doesn't make sense. It make a lot of sense if you look at it from outside and looking in and look at certain movement, look at certain things. We have a person that is not counted for. No one know where this person is. No one know where Claude Lizard Williams. No one know where he is. We don't know if he's still in this dimension or not. But people, all I know is this. And I said this to all my fans that watching these videos. Thank you very much. Make sure when you come in this chat, you press the like button so the video engage in audio rhythm, people. People, if you watch my platform and go back and watch certain videos that I did for the last couple weeks, you will see where I'm going with a lot of these things. And a lot of people, like I said, is have this trial up personal. They're taking it personal like it's against them. But I'm going to point out certain things that happened in this case where I think a lot of people is overlooking and taking what the UK say or the case squash. Um, and people, do we remember a couple months ago when Mr. Buchanan cartel lawyer said that why should he put in any people for bail, and he don't, this man, his client is in prison, he's not, he don't have no crime. Then and he's very, let me tell you something, people, I am not getting a good vibes from Mr. Buchanan. His apparel, his is very is it's like a spirit of pride. And this pride is just so conceited, like it's I don't like it, people. The vibe this man getting up is not a good. And he guarantee you that, oh, why should I put in paperwork for a man that crime is squashed, he's not convicted for no crime, is overturned, why this? Then you go in there and trying to ask for bail today and they deny the bail. You taking Andrea Thomas for an idiot? Are you taking this woman for a fool? She know the law. And hear what this lady said. She said she's going to school some people in law. She's going to school some people. And she schooled some people today because Buchanan was saying that for confidence that his client going to get out. You can listen. When it comes down to law, the law, you have to be in the favor of the law. And let's keep it real. Cartel case is not a favor of the law. 'Cause from day one, there was a lot of trickery in this case, a lot of just a lot of mess from day one, a mess in this case. Until this day, a lot of questions not answered about this case, people. So let's get into some show. Let's get into the show today because according to the court hearing call hearing today, the judge said deny bail for Vybz Kartel and his co-defendant. One of his co-defendant, even if they would have got bail, would have remained in jail because he have other case that he have an answer to, people. So that is what I did. I set on a video, recent video I did last week, I think, earlier this week. I put up a video and I mentioned that. So if you want to get up to date all the videos that were YARDCHAT come to this present time today, you have to watch all the videos that I put up on YARDCHAT platform. So you could get an idea what's going on, guys. So the judge is saying that there was no, the judge is saying, the Justice Andrea is saying there is no breach of constitutional right and all of that. She's saying none of that didn't went down. And like I said, people is taking their personal feelings into this one because the judge said today that she denied his bail. And also one of the reasons why, and a lot of people not paying attention, the reason why the judge denied the bail is because there was no breach of his constitutional rights. There was nothing of that. And people, and I'm going to repeat, when you come in, please make sure you press the like button because I want the video engaging audio guide. So one thing we're forgetting, people, there was rumors today that bail was set at $3 million. That was a lie. There was a lot of people today, especially on YouTube, making videos and the thumbnail some of these people put up, it was very deceiving because they call them clickbait. They want people to click on their channel so they get views. They don't really care about what's going on in Jamaica. They just want views and likes and all them things, which is unfair. So a lot of the thumbnails that I saw today was very disturbing, very disturbing. Some people say, "Oh, Kartel is free," and when you look at it, the judge didn't render her verdict yet. What she think about this case? Because don't forget, Wednesday the Kartel lawyer and the defense went before the judge and state the reason why. So the judge listened to it, and the judge said, "Okay, today, Thursday, the 30th of May at 2 p.m., I will make a verdict of what I decide to do in this case." And she stood her ground, and I'm sure Buchanan went in there and make a good statement. But listen, people, I am going on record. I'm going on record. His lawyer is a mess. This man spend more time on social media talking a bunch of crap and not paying attention to the law, to the law, to the law, to the law. And I'm very upset because I don't think Digital Palmer, aka Vybz Kartel, he need to change his lawyer. I believe he need to change his lawyer. And it's not say he said to need to change his lawyer to get a better outcome, but the way this man is speaking, especially on social media, come on TikTok every Sunday, every Friday, Saturday, whatever, and talk, also on YouTube platform. Nothing wrong with that. But you're spending more time on social media than you're spending more time on this case because, people, there is something very suspicious about this case overall. And what I'm going to say it again, there is something very suspicious about this case overall. There's a lot of questions not being answered. Who bribed the juror? All of that. Who tampered? All of that. None of these is answered. What party did it? Was it defensive? Was it the Vybz Kartel party trying to bribe the juror? So listen, this and that. We don't know. So all these things, I believe the judge took in consideration today. She knew a crime took place. And we all know, and Jamaican people need to know, a crime was took in place. And also, we fail forgetting that Claude, aka Lizard Williams, is a human being, is a person who deserves justice if he's not in this dimension no more. And a lot of people, especially Jamaican people, is overlooking that. They're overlooking one person's life over the other. People, every person's life is important. The Most High give a life and no one could take it. And for anyone to take anyone's life, they have to pay for it. We don't know if Lizard is here. We don't know, because all we know that Lizard have not been seen for all these years. These people been in jail. Let's keep it real. So for the judge to say deny a bail, there have to be some type of evidence, some type of proof. And look what happened over the period of years. We have Kartel holds court on fire. We have his lawyer document that burned down a couple weeks ago. And we know this is the age of technology where all these things is filed on iCloud in the air. So they don't really need all of that. Everything is there, what they need. And I believe Miss Thompson look at look at the case and look at some type of evidence what both parties are presenting. And to me, she decided to believe there is something in this case, have to be some truth to it. There have to be some truth to that went down. And people in Jamaica keep forgetting that they had proof that something happened. They had a witness. All these things people is not thinking about. Jamaican people are talking about, oh, we know Jamaican system corrupt. We know the system is corrupt. We know the system is corrupt. And like I said, with the first video that I did on this particular subject about Vybz Kartel, go look at the video that I did #1 from day one. From day one, I said that the UK, King Charles, had the power to vindicate this man, which they did, but none never let him go. Let him. That means they know something happened and there was crime. There were crime committed and they had evidence not to let this man go. And the reason why I believe Miss Thompson did not let Kartel go, she believed something happened and they have to come to the bottom of it. And we have to wait till June 10th. People, don't forget June 10th. Vybz Kartel gonna have to answer, and that was one stipulation that came from the UK that everyone is looking over. When they appeal in the UK, one of the thing that the case and the appeal court system say in the UK that Vybz Kartel have to go back to Jamaica to answer to those charges. The charges, people, the charges. They're saying that the reason why that he got a face charge because there was a crime committed, and therefore they do have reasonable doubt and evidence to bring this man back for retrial. I'm not against Kartel. I'm against legal and fairness. And I want to speak on the legal fairness. I'm not favoriting Jamaica politics. I'm not favoriting the UK. I'm favoring righteousness and fairness. That is what YARDCHAT standing on. I'm not standing because the UK is full of nonsense too, because they know that they have to send a case back to Jamaica. And people, do we remember a couple weeks ago, Buchanan saying, Mr. Kartel lawyer saying that, oh, he don't need to put in no paperwork for bail. He didn't need to put no paperwork for bail, but all of a sudden you go into court today, ask for bail and deny it. I wonder why. This man, there's something do not sit well with me and this attorney. I don't know what it is, people. There is something that doesn't sit well with me with this attorney. I don't know if he's just draining Vybz Kartel for his money, because listen, for them, the action that they did today, it was worthless. It was worthless, people. It was a worthless attempt action, because if you see what they're trying to do, someone is trying to destroy evidence. I know they probably have all these file and documentation in iCloud and all these. They don't have it on Drive no more. They have it, and they have it in iCloud. So you go anywhere, you can pull down your documents or your paperwork. But somebody's trying very hard to convince someone that Vybz Kartel house had to be burned down and bulldozer down. So we don't know if DNA evidence, or we don't know these things. We don't know. The only thing that we know is what they're telling us. And I know for sure that they are not telling us everything that they have to do with this case, because some of the things is very they're not going to give us confidential. They're not going to give the public things that they know that they're working on to the case. So a lot of people today were upset because they felt that the corruption in Jamaica run deep. Yes, I know the corruption run deep in Jamaica, but people, I believe these people ready to discuss everything about this case that needs to be discussed. Both parties discussed it. Both parties came yesterday, Wednesday, and brought forth their argument to the judge. And the judge said, okay, give me a day to decide on this argument what both parties present, because this is not a 1, 2, 3 case. This is a case where you have to have a reasonable mind. Your mind have to be think outside the box. You cannot be completely just surrender your feelings into this case and say, oh, it's like this. No, you cannot go in this case about your feelings, people. And that's from day one. You have to look at this case on a reasonable mindset, reasonable mind, where you could look at it and say, okay, there's certain things. So I never used to follow this case until recently, maybe a year or two ago. About 2 years ago, I started following the case. I started reading certain things. I started reading it and reading up on certain things. And when I start finding out some certain information about this case, it doesn't add up, people. It doesn't add up. There's a lot of things doesn't add up. And what make me overthink this now and come to our understanding? We understand the fire could happen the first time, but a fire happened the second time. And people take in mind, I did a video on this as well. It's not just Vybz Kartel case that got burnt up in this fire a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, before they have this hearing to see if they're going to let Kartel go. And to me, what somebody's playing games and trick in Jamaica is they're playing tricks, people, because they're feeling that if they could destroy certain evidence that they don't have, but I believe the defense have their evidence. They have their evidence. And I believe what the UK is saying to Jamaica court system is this: okay, certain things didn't go down well in the first case. And I'm sure King Charles and the DBPP or whatever party in Jamaica, they discuss these things before they even actually go to the appeal court to deliberate about the appeal and grant the appeal. I'm sure they have argument about all of that, because when it comes down to this, all of these attorneys and lawyers are all in cahoots. They're all friends. They know each other, and they're not taking it personally. All they're looking at it is from a law point of perspective, and see where they could correct certain things in law. Because in the first case, what UK is saying, there were certain things that they didn't do about it. Certain things was loose. They should have tightened up on, and certain things like that. So people, what we got to understand, beside of all of that, when they came to the appeal in the UK, the system, the provincial court over there said, okay, we understand what happened, but they felt that there was some type of constitutional right being violated and this and that. But according to what was said today, and if I heard wrong, if I'm saying anything wrong, people, I apologize. But I always listen and hear what these people saying in these, especially these hearings. What the judge said today is this, especially from the UK. The judge said, go back to Jamaica, figure out what happened, because there's certain mistake that made, but not the charges. People, the charges are still there, and people are forgetting that the charges are still there, that they have to answer to the charge. That's the reason why the judge today, the Justice Miss Thompson, denied Vybz Kartel bail, because they felt like there is certain crime and evidence they have there that they could bring to the retrial to trial Vybz Kartel and his accusers. That's what they're going for, and they will have a retrial. And people, I keep saying, and I will go on record and say it again, I believe Vybz Kartel will get retrial and stand and trial for the murder of whoever they said he's going to go to trial for murder. He will get charged for the crime, people. Basically, they know a crime was committed, and they are not going to let him go, because they know if they let him go, there's a slight possibility. There's a slight possibility, due to the extent of this crime, they're going to deny bail, because when you give a person bail, there's a proper probability that person could skip bail, and they don't want to take that risk with Vybz Kartel. That's what they're saying. People, I'm giving you detail what these people don't want to give in between detail line. Reason why deny his bail because they believe there are certain things that went down and this man have to answer to those crimes. That's what they're saying. So they deny, they all 4 or 3 accusers away from cartel, 3 accusers will get remand, still stay in prison to answer to the crime. And people, don't forget, I did a video. There is one co-defendant. Even if cartel and the other defendant or accuser would have got released today, one of them would have remained in jail because guess what? He's on another trial on another case. So what is that telling you? If people hanging around people, when they say bird together, flock together, that means exactly, like I said, bad people know the bad people, good people them know the good people. And when you're trying to play good and play bad, you get caught up just like this. People, that's the problem in Jamaica right now. People, you have artists that in music industries are criminals, people. Same here in America. You have artists that are criminals and they want to become artists now, but they cannot drop the bad habit because what they have, they're bringing it over to cross over to that world. And when they bring it over to that world, this is a result of all of that, people. This is a result of all of that because you messing with people with gun, you involved with this one. There have to be some truth to it. So this is what the court is saying in UK. We know something went gone. So Jamaican people, Jamaican politics, you need to figure this one out because we know something went down in this case. No one seen Lizard for all these years. Where is Lizard? Where is Lizard? House burned down. Couple weeks ago, fire burned down. In the same time, the habeas caucus, they put in the application. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. They put in it, and this what his lawyer said that they didn't do no bail paperwork. So somebody's playing games, and the propaganda get caught up with cartel because his bail is denied. And no, there's a strong possibility that he will get retrial and spend the rest of his life in prison. Strong possibility, people. Leave your comment, guys. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong? You know what I mean? So they deny the bail. So keep in mind, people, from day one, there was a lot of mix up with this case. There was a lot of mix up. Until they get to the bottom of this, cartel will remain in prison with his co-defendant because guess what? The judge and the system know, even the UK knows something went down. Something went down, and we, the people in Jamaica, are we worrying about set world boss free, Gaza fans, them all this? Listen, when cartel, people, I'm going to go on record like this. When cartel go on trial next month for the retrial, the June 10th, people, cartel going to have to take a plea deal. Cartel gonna have to take a plea deal, and the plea deal is not gonna look good for him because that come with some time. Even though he served time, but people, let's be realistic. Do we feel if you kill somebody in cold blood, 13 years is enough time? People, let's be realistic here. People get 25 years to life. You got to do 25 years before you could even go for parole in America. And I'm sure it's not in the same concept in Jamaica or the same law, but we could all figure it out. 13 years is not enough for taking somebody's life. So let's keep it real. A lot of people are not going to be happy with my platform today, what I'm chatting about, what I'm talking about, people. But what I'm saying is this. Judge Thompson know the propaganda was going on in Jamaica. And I believe this woman stand for truth. And the vibe I'm getting from this woman, I don't know this woman from nowhere, people. But what I'm getting from Miss Andrea Thompson, excuse me, not Thompson, Thomas, she don't play no game, and she's strictly by the law. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, she will point it out. And I believe this lady, I don't know if she's the one going to preside over this case, guys. I don't know, but I believe this lady stands for the truth. And the vibes I'm getting from this lady is a very good one. And the vibes I'm getting, people, the vibes I'm getting from cartel camp is not a good one. It's not a good vibe. According to Mr. Buchanan, the vibes he put out wasn't a good one because he the one went on record and said, why should he put in paperwork for his client, Vybz Kartel, to go for bail? Because my client is innocent. My client didn't do nothing. The case is squashed, overturned. There is no crime. All right. Keep that same energy. All right. Guys, thank you for joining this afternoon. Make sure you press the button, subscribe to the platform if you like it, guys. So, you know what I mean? Leave your comment, guys. Leave your comment. Leave your comment. Leave your comment today. Leave your comment on this one. You know, also there was certain rumors going around today online saying that there was bail set at $3 million, which was a lie. There was a lot of platform today on YouTube talking a lot of nonsense that bail was set at $3 million, which was lie. To my knowledge, all of that is a bunch of lie, people. What happened? Cartel was denied bail, and Cartel will go for retrial starting June 10th. They have to go to the. They're gonna have to bring some evidence and make their argument why he should not go on retrial. But people, I've been saying this for the last 2 months. Cartel will go on retrial for the murder of Lizard. He's co-defendant because let me tell you something. You have one guy in that group did some other crimes. So even if you would have got let go, Cartel and his two other one of the accusers would still remain in prison because he have other charges that he have to answer to. Um, like I said, from day one, there was a lot of mix up in this case. You know what I mean? And I don't know why people said there is no charges, but there's charges. People, Vybz Kartel have to answer some charges. And like I said, and we have also a case in Jamaica. We have a young lady that missing. I think her name. I'm going to do a video on it and post that video. A young lady's missing in Jamaica since Monday, and right now they don't have no new evidence where whoever doctored her, but she missing since Monday the 27th of May, and right now, they don't know where she is, but according to some paperwork here, she's 14 years old. Um, she's missing from Kingston Monday. I will put up the video later, guys. I will put up that video, a little more information. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I remember, I will put it up later. And thank you for joining this afternoon, guys. Let me know how you guys feel about this one. Leave your comment. Subscribe to the platform, guys. I'm trying to go up to 500. Right now, we at 40 something. I don't remember. We had 4 some subscribers. So we're getting to that mark. Make sure you support this platform, guys. And I appreciate everyone that's supporting, watching it, viewing it. Thank you again, guys. This is YARDCHAT. I'm the host, Wesley. Thank you again for joining me, guys. Until next time, all right?